It's Michelle here from Atlantic Canada Cooks, and I am extremely excited to be here at LaSalle College in Rabat, Morocco. And look, I have some extra special guests today. I'm gonna get them to introduce themselves, but we're gonna make some fajitas, and this is a new recipe for them. And even though I'm Canadian, we eat a lot of this recipe in North America, and we have the freshest ingredients here in Morocco. So let's first get started with introducing all of the chefs that we have. We're gonna start over here.
I am Youssef and I am student in Collège LaSalle.
Hi, I'm Iman and I'm also a student here.
Hi everyone, my name is Ines and we're all students in the first grade of Collège LaSalle.
Excellent, and they're in their first level of their 2-year program. And I am so excited because when I arrived, they've already done most of the prep for us. So we're gonna get our chicken seasoned so that we can get that on cooking. We have our tomatoes, onions, and avocado already here. So we're gonna make some guacamole and we're gonna make some fresh salsa. And then we're gonna work over here. We've got some yellow peppers, red peppers, and onions. And we're gonna get those cooked up with some salt and pepper on the grill. You can see behind us, this is an amazing teaching kitchen. And we're gonna prepare our ingredients to get the chicken seasoned first. We don't have any dried garlic today, so we're gonna do a substitution with some fresh garlic. So we're gonna get this is sort of what I'll do just to get the skin off the garlic. So I'm gonna prepare this one first. And what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna smash it a little further and then I'm gonna dice it, right? Because I want this to go into a paste. Because in place of dried garlic in our seasoning, we're gonna use this fresh garlic. So you see what we're doing here? And you get the oil, all the freshness out of the garlic, and then you don't get the big chunks of garlic. So this we're gonna be putting on our chicken. I'm just gonna put the fresh garlic across the chicken. We're gonna mix all that together. So we wanna get our chicken seasoned with our dry ingredients. We're gonna mix them in the bowl first, right guys? Because this way they all get mixed together. You could do this, right? But then everything gets on every piece, right? So we're gonna start with some pepper. And we got a good amount of pepper because remember, this is fajitas, and then thank you. We're gonna go in with salt. We put about this much salt. And then we've got some great paprika, smoked paprika, the best. Smells amazing. And not as much on the cumin, okay? So we're just gonna be light on that. There we go, a little less. And this is a chili pepper. We've got just the right amount of that. You can make this as hot. No, that's like a smell. It's got a little bit of ground crushed peppers. This, I love, is citronelle, okay? So what's that gonna be? Lemon. So I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon in this just to get that mixed together, right? So I'm gonna use my hand. We're gonna get that mixed. So there, we've got our mixture all together, right? So now we wanna get this across the chicken. And this is where your main seasoning is when you're making a fajita. So we want a good amount of seasoning across the chicken. So you see we get a good amount. He's gonna mix all that together really, really well. So we need our toppings. So we've got guacamole started here. So we also said one of the secret ingredients in the guacamole is garlic. So if you were in Mexico, I guarantee you're gonna have garlic in your guacamole. So maybe it'll be your new secret ingredient. So tell me what you put in your guacamole.
Mixed now?
Yes. Which is the garlic.
And I don't think that's secret though.
It's not a secret.
So we're gonna try it.
So I'm gonna do the same thing with the garlic that's going in the guacamole, is I'm gonna make sure that I put it into a paste because you don't want a big chunk of fresh garlic. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna use the side of our knife and we're just gonna make that into a paste. And you can use as little or as much garlic as you want. See?
Yes.
All right. Put that in for you to mix up.
Like this?
Oh, that looks perfect. Wash your hands and we'll come back and we'll get cooking. Oh, look. You guys are doing that. So she's already put the lemon?
Yes, you did.
All right, do we put some minced onion in it too?
Yes.
Ah, perfect. And the tomato?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get our salsa started. Do you put a little bit of tomato in your garlic, in your guacamole?
Okay.
Okay, how much tomato do you want in your guacamole? That's a good, perfect. That's all, there you go. All right, we're gonna use the rest for pico de gallo, right? That looks good. So we put 1 clove of minced garlic. So we're gonna get a lot of recipes on the go. So that's perfect for here. A little bit more. There we go. Right, said to you,
Guacamole? Like this?
I would use about that amount, exactly. And those are perfectly diced, by the way, whoever diced the onions.
Yes.
Well done.
Do you need another pen for cooking?
Yes, we're gonna get the, okay, yeah. We're gonna need 1 for the chicken. So I'm gonna add salt. And I need some lemon as well. It's gonna go in here. Look at that, make sure we don't get any seeds. Got a good amount of lemon juice in there. Do you know, have you learned the trick if you want extra lemon flavor? Use a bit of the rind. Yeah. Use a microplane and use a bit of the rind in there. Give me some extra lemon juice. Good job. Love it. See, in my home kitchen, I don't even have that tool. Then we don't get seeds or pulp. Ah.
You can have all your secrets.
Look at that. So I'm gonna borrow this lemon for a second. So we want an extra bit. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the fine part of the grater here, and you just use a little of the outside. No, because look. See that? And you don't need much. And that will give your recipe a really extra lemony flavor. And add a little bit of pepper. Now, I like spice, so sometimes I would add a fresh jalapeno to this. We'll just get a spoon and mix that up. Okay, let's go for the guacamole seasoning. Salt. Yeah. There we go. So this salsa, a little bit of garlic, and we're gonna use a little bit of this fresh parsley. So that would be the other ingredient that I would add to my guacamole, would be some fresh parsley. So we're gonna put, or cilantro. There, all right. And the thing is you want these to sit for like 10 or 15 minutes, give that a good stir, perfect.
Do you want me
Yep.
to mix it for 10
Absolutely, mix it together. You don't have to mix it for 10 minutes. Just mix it good and we'll let it sit for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh,
Looks good.
it looks perfect. Look at this, I know I'm tasting that. Delicious.
Really?
You did a great job.
Thank you.
It looks great.
Wait,
I'm gonna challenge you the next time you make it to put cilantro in it.
sure.
Okay, we're gonna keep this for the top of our fajitas. Of our guacamole, we have our salsa, the chicken. Oh, smells good. Let's get cooking. Peppers can go in one, both peppers together. Let's make sure our burners are hot. one of the tricks you always want to make sure is your pan's hot, right? What happens if you put cold food in cold oil? It's going to absorb the oil, and we want it to cook in the oil. So you want to get those pans hot. Look at this one, is super hot fast. There we go. All right, onions in this one. There, let the sizzle. Hear the sizzle. Excellent. We're gonna pretty much use almost all this salt. So onions need salt, right? I'll get that little spoon for the pepper, salt and pepper in here. And so actually, do you want to turn this burner off for a second? Because we're just going to get these cooking a little bit, cook them up a shwiya before we start the, there we go, we got a beautiful amount of onions there. So we want to get these onions and peppers with a little bit of the black char on them, right? That's flavor. A lot of people don't realize that. We're gonna cook these down. So I'm letting these cook a little bit. And now we're gonna add our fresh garlic. Right? I'm just putting the garlic with the onions. That's good. Let them sit for a second so we can get a little bit of that brown. So I think this pan's hot. You guys are fast. Ready? We're gonna get that chicken. There. Let those sit for a second so we can get a little bit of the air. All right. I'm keeping the onions moving because it's a hot burner. So what we want is a little bit of that sear on the chicken, right? Smells great. Excellent. There you go, look at that. See that little bit of that brown? Not black. Because we'd be burning it, right? We don't want to burn it. So do we have a big plate that we can get out, a big platter that we can put everything on? That'll work. That'll work. So now we can open a package of the wraps, the flour wraps. Get a package of those open. Those are looking awesome, by the way. Okay. Perfect. I think your peppers look perfect. Yeah. Do you want to hand me the pan? Perfect. We're going to turn that off, right? That one? Right? And we're just going to leave that like that. Okay, we're going to come over to this side. I love the amount of help I have here. These are cooked absolutely perfectly. Our meat's ready. One more plate for the meat. There we go. Oh, it smells amazing. All right.
Should I bring you a plate or something?
We're gonna bring these over here and everybody can assemble their own. Perfect. Let's build them, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we get to eat what we build. So I love guacamole. Okay? So again, I'm gonna do the cheese next. Right? Our pepper, onions. Pepper, oops. Michelle's having a hard time getting her peppers out. This just needs to be cilantro.
Oh, thank you.
Bon appetit.
Thank you. It's very nice.
You like it? See that? Easy. Easy to make at home. Great for friends.
Healthy.
healthy. Sometimes I'll cook beef and chicken, remember? Then you can mix it any way you want.
Try it.